Hi, Lon Keely here for Randy Wise Chevrolet. We're going to talk about leasing today and why you should lease versus buying a vehicle. I'm going to make it as simple for you as I can. We're going to do this. We're going to start with a $30,000 vehicle, and we're going to lease this vehicle for 24 months. What you do with the lease, instead of buying the whole vehicle, paying tax on the whole vehicle, you just buy a portion of the vehicle that you're going to use. So we're going to lease this vehicle for 24 months. The easiest way to figure it is, leases are figured off two things, what's called a rate and a residual. People really don't care what those are, they just care about what their payment is. But I'm going to give you a quick explanation of what both those are. First is the residual. For 24 months, GM says this $30,000 vehicle is going to be worth 50% of the residual. So what does that mean? That means when you turn the vehicle in, GM's expecting this vehicle to be worth $15,000. The difference between the sale price and what it is when you turn in. So the difference between those is the $15,000. This is the portion of the vehicle you're going to lease over the 24-month period. Now, what they basically do is they take your $15,000, they divide it out over 24 months. Then that becomes your base payment. Then you pay your sales tax on just your payment. So if your payment is $200, you pay sales tax of $12. So your payment to GMAC would be $212 a month. Now, what's the third part of it is the rate, or what we call a money factor in leasing, because it's not considered a bank rate, it's called a money factor. Money factors are typically a lot cheaper than an interest rate. Interest rates vary anywhere from 2.5% all the way up to 8-9% right now for a purchase of a vehicle. In a lease, you're going to pay a fraction of that. A money factor may be an equivalent of a rate of a 1.5 or a 2% rate. So that $212 payment that we got is going to actually be about a $230 payment after you factor in the low money factor, which is also the interest rate. Now, at the end of this 15,000 miles, or $15,000 of this lease, what you can do is three things. One, you can turn the lease in, be done with it right there. Two, you can buy the lease and keep the vehicle at a set purchase price, which you know at the time that you purchase your vehicle. Or three, what you can do with the vehicle is you can extend your lease, you can terminate it, or you can have somebody assume your lease at the end of the vehicle. So what that means is you find somebody to buy the vehicle for this dollar amount, bring it into us, we will help that transaction and help you get into a new vehicle at that time. So, break down leasing real quick. You don't pay as much for the vehicle, you pay less for it monthly, you don't pay the amount of sales tax, and you have options at the end of the lease. That's Leasing 101.